What's up everyone, it's Austin here, and today I'm going to be showing you a quick rundown of everything we have in our video game collection. So I've been collecting since about March of 2022, and it's a lot of stuff that I just picked up for very cheap at video game stores, thrift stores, flea markets, basically anywhere you can find video games. So without further ado, let's just check it out. So here is an overview of my collection. It's all stored in this corner right here. Honestly, my apartment is not that big, and so, it can be difficult trying to find a room to keep a lot of this stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So starting off on this side right here, you got an Anime Expo skateboard that I picked up at the convention this year. It's Street Fighter themed, really cool. You got a boxed N64 that I picked up this year. You got a boxed Wii U, complete in box. You got a Wii stand over here, a couple games on there, a couple controllers, a couple guitars. Still enjoy playing this. I got the Guitar Hero games, and it's a blast playing, really. Next to that, you got my giant Sanyo TV that I picked up off of Facebook Marketplace, along with a Jungle Green Nintendo 64 with Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'm currently playing through this game for the first time. Didn't play it as a child, so really having a blast playing that right now. Next to that, you got a Super Nintendo. Love playing Super Nintendo games. So when I have an itch to play retro games, this is what I do. I just put them in and play. You got a boxed version of Diddy Kong Racing. I'm currently in the process of collecting all N64 boxed games developed by Rare. Rare is a great company with a bunch of great games. Behind the TV, you got some figures too. You got some more over here. Plushies, Mario, Luigi, some Funko Pops. So making our way up at the top of this shelf, you got a NES console right here. Some Digimon cards, some Pokemon cards, a Marnie box. Next, you got this PlayStation 2 collection on the top row. I've never owned a PlayStation 2, so I missed out on a lot of these great games up here. Below that, you got an Xbox original collection. This toy I picked up at Target, holding the controller. Don't know why I got these Super Nintendo cartridges here, but it just fit right here, I guess, so I just left it there. Got Conquer Live and Reloaded, great game. Below here, you got some Wii games and some GameCube. The Wii games in the back, really good. I got a bunch of good Wii games. Then I got some GameCube games. I just started collecting for the GameCube maybe like a couple months ago. So it's slowly growing. Got a Pokédex right here, cool. Below here, you got the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 3 games. Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, my favorite PlayStation 1 game of all time. Some PlayStation 3 games. Really small selection of PlayStation 3, but that's slowly growing as well. Below that, you got a bunch of junk. Eternals, Batman figures. I actually have the Anime Expo bag containing a bunch of goodies that I picked up at Anime Expo. Stuff like this. I still left it in here. Don't really know what to do with it, or maybe I should take it out. Next, moving on to this shelf containing a bunch of action figures and all my Nintendo cartridges. So starting off at the top, you got, well, of course, got to point out Conker's Bad Fur Day complete in box. Really good condition. I went out of my way and bought this for full resale value. And yeah, it's my favorite game. Gotta do stuff like that. Got some Witcher figures over there. Biggie Smalls. You got Yu-Gi-Oh! Big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! So I try to collect a lot of that stuff. Some figures over there. This Yoda that I picked up at Goodwill. And so below that, this is my NES collection right here. A lot of good games. I mean, I don't really play the NES. I don't know much about it, but I still do try to collect for it when I can. Next to that, you got my Super Nintendo collection. Now this I've got a lot of good games as well. I enjoy playing a lot of these side-scrolling games. They look great on the TV still. Next, you got my Nintendo 64 games. Over here, I've got a lot of good games as well. Mario Party, great game. F-Zero I just recently picked up. Pokemon Stadiums, Donkey Kong. Got a Game Boy back there and a DS right here. I actually just found these at Goodwill as well. Below here, I've got some Wii U games behind all these cartridges. These are kind of like extras that I will be selling eventually. But a couple Wii U games back there. Then you got some DS games right here. A Game Boy SP. Not in the greatest condition, but yeah, cool to see, cool to have. I picked this up at Goodwill as well, and I have no idea of telling if it's real or fake. You guys let me know. I actually have some sealed stuff back here. I can move all these movies out. But bunch of sealed stuff. I mean, it's probably not worth anything, but yeah. And that pretty much sums up everything that I have in my collection. So yeah, this will be kind of like a record keeping of what I have after a year of collecting. I don't know the changes that I'm going to be making, but this is what I have.